I'm the coach. You're locked into the NFL on EA Sports. Coming up, we've got a good one on tap between the Sacramento Miners and the Austin Desperados. I'll be back with you again with scores around the league at halftime. But kickoff right around the corner. And standing by to call the action, here are Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. Oaks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Sacramento Miners. Hello again, everyone. I'm Brandon Godden. To my left, Charles Davis. And, Charles, you focus on this Austin team entering play. They've been playing their best football of the year, winners of 4 in a row.
And going back through the tape, I thought they looked pretty good last week. It was a solid win, a comprehensive win.
Meanwhile, for the visitors from Sacramento, they come into this one off a bit of a clunker last time out, a loss that ended their 5-game winning streak. Here we go. The final week of the NFL season. Week 17 is underway. This is fielded at the goal line. And a pretty good return. The 25 at the 24-yard line. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And leading them out there, we get a look at their 6'3" quarterback.
And I liked what his head coach told us about him this week, that no matter what happens, whether he throws 7 interceptions or 7 touchdown passes, he's the same assertive leader in the huddle on each and every play. He can throw the 7 interceptions, just blame the football, blame anything else, and still carry himself like he is the man.
It's like you, assertive in our production meetings.
Well, especially when we're talking about ordering dinner, ordering some snacks.
I was just going to say.
That's where I go.
It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a first down. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
Ready, 50, plant, let's go. Turn left, ready.
To throw on second down. Newman looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Potter. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down. From the gun on third down, Newman. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he was unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
How about the start throwing the football? 4 for 4 on this opening drive.
Oh, he's slinging it. And oftentimes when you talk about slinging it, you're thinking about a guy throwing it all over the yard, not necessarily accurately. In this case, though, he's honing in on his targets, and he's delivering.
Yeah, the opening script, however, they drew it up for this first drive, going to plan so far. So here, the men in charge are going to be looking at whether or not the receiver had possession of the ball as he went out of bounds.
And they have to make sure that the receiver got both feet down in bounds as well.
Well, he challenged the play. It did not pay off.
And that means he lost a timeout in that challenge.
And as a coach, you hate that. Don't know if you took the advice of the player. You threw it yourself, but it didn't go your way.
At the end of the day, it all comes back to the head coach. He has the final determination on whether to actually challenge the play or not. In this case, it didn't pay off for him.
And that's got to be so heartbreaking. You throw that flag, you probably feel really confident, and then all of a sudden, boom, you lose the challenge.
Yeah, when you take a look at it, you're throwing that flag because you believe you're going to be right. And when it comes back the other way, you have to regroup.
Give them 14 on that one and a first down.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
Here we go for the 90. War. Here we go, D. It's just me.
They'll run on first down. It's Cole. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. Well, look now at our starting defense. They enter play ranked 8th against the run in the NFL.
Most of their challenges have come in the passing game because against the run, they've been pretty darn good. Now you got to figure out a way to slow down those receivers before they get downfield and maybe make a few more plays on the ball when it's in the air.
Looking to throw on second down. Newman. And he's got his man on the out route. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down. And the pocket's been protected pretty good here so far on the opening drive.
We always talk about confidence in runners and catchers and quarterbacks. How about the protection detail? They're not allowing anyone near the guy throwing the football.
And a good sign for them right now to have their young quarterback looking confident on the opening drive.
Now, we haven't met a young quarterback, a veteran quarterback. It doesn't matter. We haven't met a quarterback yet that doesn't tell us he's confident about his abilities, right?
That's true.
But when you're young, it's really important to get off to a good start because it does build up that confidence and allows him to play better as the game goes on.
Especially crucial here on the road. And his kick is good. And the opening drive of the game yields 3. Able to move the ball on that drive. Yes, just 3 points, but 4 first downs were in there.
Yeah, and you can look at it and feel pretty good about the whole thing and think, okay, this should continue throughout this ball game. On the flip side, if you're a defender, it's almost like, whew, we only gave up 3. They moved the ball on us pretty well.
This is taken at the 3. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. At a glance at the man under center at 6'5", he always demands attention.
And what's a quarterback's best friend?
Balance?
I think you're right. I agree with you. You know, a lot of guys would say great receiver, right? A terrific offensive line. But I agree with you, balance, because if you can run the ball effectively, that just opens things up for guys who want to throw it and gives you easier passing lanes and easier coverages to read.
And they said balance will be a focus in this one.
Yeah, they don't want it all just heaped on his shoulders, I don't believe. I think they want to make sure they take some of the pressure off.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Now a give right side. Parson. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down. Plays like we just saw there. That's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
I got you, punk.
They'll set up a throw. Got an open man. It's Burnett. And he's going to be stopped here a few yards short of the first as the tackle is made at the 33.
He wasn't the primary target, but I think it was almost like a check down situation, wasn't it?
Yeah, hoping he can break some tackles, a big tight end, but he couldn't do it.
Yeah, get it to that big frame and hope he can scatter some bodies, unable to get it done.
And on now is the punter, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. And a nice job here on special teams. This will be down inside the 10 at the 8-yard line.
Well, someone's going to be happy with that effort. You know who else is going to be happy? His defense.
Absolutely.
He's created a very long field for that offense to try to traverse.
And he got some help from Mr. Football there, checking up nicely. Good English on that punt.
On the double. 53, Mike. Get that quarterback, D-line. Get that quarterback, D-line. Ready, go.
On first down, Cole. And he will take this up to about the 8-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. To throw on 2nd down, Newman going to throw right side here, complete. And brought down, but not before reaching the 25. 16 yards, a first down.
Now that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, tight, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you may curl it a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion.
Got it. 53's Mike. Check. 53's Mike. Watch twist. Ready.
On first down, Newman. The throw taken in by Cole. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard. Really good defensive effort. They were all over that little swing pass out to the right. They'll run it now out of the gun. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 16 carries, 71 yards.
And they've already clinched a playoff berth, so I'm eager to see how they approach this game because some teams' philosophy is to go ahead and get guys out. Other teams' philosophy, continue to do what you're doing best. I expect them to go ahead and use their top guys all the way through this one.
On 2nd down now, it's Cole, and he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. On 3rd down, Newman. Going to go to Clement here out of the backfield. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 25 yards that time. This quarterback now already at 100 yards passing in this first quarter. It's 1st and 10. They run the counter. Landrum, and he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. On 2nd down, it's Cole. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. And this offense on 3rd down today, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll have the first down, getting this one to the 14-yard line. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
Just about every coach we talk to says the crowd shouldn't affect us. That shouldn't be an issue. And in the next breath, they talk about taking the crowd and taking them out of the game by picking up first downs and keeping them at bay. I think we just saw an example of that there, didn't we?
Important to do, especially early in the game like they have. Throwing on first down, Newman. And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17.
Sack, baby.
It's interesting, partner, that most defenses try and guard the 35-yard line actively because they think the way kickers are nowadays, about a 52-yard field goal, they're kind of giving up points. But you get even deeper into territory, you get into the red zone, they're going to guard it even more, which means more pressure, more blitzing.
A small bit of adversity here on what's been a strong drive as they come up 2nd and 12. And he'll give it here to his running back. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. So offensively on this drive, 2 of 2 on 3rd downs, and now they face a 3rd and inches. And he's got it. Give him a gain of 4, able to convert, and that sets up 1st and goal now. Well, they've had a great, impressive drive going here, and that pickup ensures the drive continues.
And not only do you continue the drive, which is demoralizing for the guys on the defensive side of the ball right now, but you make your own defense happy. They're able to get a little more rest over on the sidelines while this one continues downfield.
So another third down conversion, and now they've got a first and goal. Back to throw. Newman. Under pressure now, and he's going to go down just inside the 5-yard line.
Well, that was point counterpoint, wasn't it? They decided to throw for it on first and goal. Instead, the defense counters with pressure, and the defense wins, getting a big sack.
From back at the 4, here's second and goal.
Go, go, go.
Now a give right side. Cole. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's third and goal. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes third and goal. And down he goes. A coverage sack. Took too long to get rid of it.
Big hit all day. Sack City. Sack
They were in the
City,
top
baby.
5 in sacks in the league coming into this one. That's their third one in this game. Obviously, pass rush has been a strength of this team all year long.
And apparently they're not satisfied with top 5. They want to climb that ladder.
Yeah, I think it goes back to their offseason. They decided to make it a priority, and it's working out.
So out comes a field goal team now for the second time here today. And his kick here is good. And they're able to double their lead in this first half. It's 6-0. So scores on their first 2 possessions, but 6-0, so field goals probably not what they were hoping for.
Yeah, you're exactly right about that. Not what they were hoping for, but they should be happy that they have points on the board. It almost feels like that old slow and steady wins the race, doesn't it? In this case, though, they want to be slow and steady now, but get explosive later and put the points up on the board.
And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. So here is the home side to take over on offense. And the magnitude of this game, everybody knows it. The fans, obviously the players and coaches, there's just with them a palpable buzz right now. They know they control their own destiny.
Win and you're in. And I think every player wants that. I think every coach wants that. I haven't been an organization yet that wants to be in a game where they have to rely on other teams to get them to their goals. In this situation, it's very cut and dry. Win and you're in the playoffs. That's their mission, that's their challenge, and you know they've chosen to accept it.
And what they told us is this has been the most focused week of practice we've had all year. You wouldn't expect any different.
Yeah, and you know, at the beginning of the season, you have multiple goals. They just have one now, win the game.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. Here's 2nd and 8. He's going to have the hook up to Burnett. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively. They'll drop to throw. Caught here by Bell. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. His first catch, good for 9 and a first down.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the first down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
Yeah, they were right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Back to throw. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down. From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. And that going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well. More problems here on 3rd down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on 3rd down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
And this one will not get there. It's off to the left anyway. It's no good, and this score will stay right where it is.
NFL kickers nowadays, they make things look so easy because normally from this range, about 2 out of 3. And this is not an easy kick.
Yeah, 20 years ago, you get where he was in that 50 range, maybe a little over, and it's a big kick. But now we just, if they leave it short, you're like, whoa, what happened? And that's what we have here.
Yeah, you're right. 20 years ago, we were saying run some more plays and get closer. Now we think they're definitely within range, and you're exactly right. When it comes up short, there has to be something that went wrong because they have plenty of leg.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Cole, and the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down. He was able to escape momentarily in the backfield, but you could just kind of tell that wasn't going anywhere.
You know, in the film session, he'll get a minus for not getting him on the ground by himself. But what the coach is really going to analyze, how fast did his teammates get there to help him? If one guy slows him up, everyone else better be there, and that's what they got on that play.
He's running back. 4 yards on the pickup there as they get it back to a more manageable 3rd and 7. To throw on 3rd down, Newman. Looking left sideline, it's complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Looking to throw. Newman. And a quick throw here. That's complete. 7 yards the pickup on the pitch and catch. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw.
That was a route run, not
nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. And it's caught. Touchdown. In for the score. A way to stretch that lead. Timeout as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. 2nd and 5. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete. No gain there, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. That's complete. It's Bell. An effective 7-yard 3rd down conversion.
Brandon, just mark that under the category of just not successful. Trying to throw the ball just didn't work on that one.
Completed it. No yardage. This quarterback now 7 of 10 here in this first half, and he's got a 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Well, someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield and get after the quarterback.
Been such an impressive first half to get that lead. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Brandon, thank you as always. Welcome into our final regular season edition of our Halftime Report. Playoff lives hanging in the balance as we take you around the NFL one final time. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a back-and-forth first half. Who can put it together in the second half? For the answer, we turn it back over to our broadcast team of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. So here is the home side to take over on offense. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution? Or did they think they were just bad plays to call?
Yeah.
We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
I got him.
Looking to throw. And this one complete to Burnett. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
No chance. Ready, go.
On 3rd down, Parson. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. That right there, a good sign for a team that's had trouble converting 3rd down so far this year. They're in the bottom 5 in the NFL, but they come through there.
Yeah, and I bet if we put our guy Marvin on the case and say, Marvin, tell us where they rank on 3rd and what, right? I bet they're in the top 5 in the league on 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, 3rd and 7 or more, because that's how you end up not converting. Just too much yardage to pick up on 3rd down.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Hindsight is 20/20, partner. Maybe they should have kept it on the ground again.
Well, it almost looked like the O-line was run blocking again. I mean, they opened up a big hole last time. This time they opened up a hole, and the quarterback got sacked. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. They get 2 yards back, but they're going to need a lot more than that here on 3rd down. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
They can't stop the franchise.
So it goes as a fumble, but the key thing, not a fumble loss.
Yeah, that stat's big, isn't it? I mean, I remember watching teams play. The ball might be on the ground a number of times during the game, but if the other team doesn't get it, that's a huge difference in the ball game. And in this case, they were able to retain possession.
And they bring their punter out there now as he'll kick it away for the second time. Calls for the fair catch, makes the fair catch just inside the 15-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the offense will come back out deep in their own territory. Here comes the field general leading his offense back out there for the next possession. He's playing pretty well. I don't think it's necessarily him changing up something he's doing, but that O-line, they've got to protect him better.
They do. They've got to make sure that they give him more than enough time in order to find targets downfield. And sometimes what happens when these things are going on is that the field general will step up and say, hey, that's on me, guys. I didn't get rid of it fast enough. Anything to try and relax them a little bit and take some pressure off, because they do know that they are trying.
Yeah, well, we've seen the 4 sacks so far in this contest. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's third down. Back to throw. Newman. And this is going to be incomplete. This defense tried to do its part, active hands on that play, but their offense hasn't given them much to work with.
So they're not going to worry about it. On their side of the ball, all they're concerned about, can they create some scoring opportunities and help out that offense?
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. And that kick will go out of bounds right at the 20-yard line.
Let's go, boys. Bring it on.
So here is the home side to take over on offense. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. Going to give this time to the tailback. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. This will be a loss of 3 and now a much tougher third down looming.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary, it really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense. Great communication, doesn't matter whether it's man or zone. And especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to them.
So they bring out their punter as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. 45 yards, that's what the punt goes for. 5 on the return. And this offense takes over in great shape right at the 50. First and 10. So here are visitors to take over on offense. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
And give him 4 yards there. It'll be second and 6.
Here we go. Here we go.
They'll keep it on the ground. Cole. They'll get only a couple down to the 44.
Easy work. Let's go now. 8-3.
From the gun on third down, Newman. And that is incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
And they'll send out their punter now as he'll punt it away for the second time. And this will carry out of bounds. Where are they going to spot it now? At about the 18-yard line, it looks like. So here is the home side to take over on offense. And last drive, 3 and out. Still a goose egg on the scoreboard. How do they break that goose egg?
They've got to find a way to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers, get them some space, and try and make a first down and get some momentum going. It's been a struggle for them throughout the game, and that 3 and out on the last possession, that told you just how stalled they are on offense.
So who will step up here? We'll see. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
So first and 10 now from the 30.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Ready.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Sack. We got him. We got him.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. They run the counter. Parson. And he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down. So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards.
After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. It's a gain of about 3, but it's going to leave him with 3rd and still 7 yards to go. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They're going to look to throw. And this is going to be incomplete. Another drive comes and goes, still nothing on the scoreboard.
Yeah, and when the second half comes, you know, it's real easy to get discouraged and wonder if you're ever going to get things started. But you just got to fight through it. Got to keep pounding away.
And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And this will be out of bounds at the what here? The 12-yard line.
Let's go. Let's go.
So here are visitors to take over on offense. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
On 1st down, it's Cole. And if there was a lane there, it closed up quickly as he stopped for no gain. 2nd down. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Movement there on the offensive line. A little quick and a 5-yard penalty.
Offense.
And that'll set him back 5. So after the penalty, heading in the wrong direction. 2nd and 15. Looking to throw. Newman. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively. And it likely forces a punt situation on fourth.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And taken right on the 30. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. So here is the home side to take over on offense. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. First down yardage on the first play of the drive. Give him 14. They'll run on first down. Parson. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. 1 quarter remains here as the regular season starts to wind down. This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
Let's go, let's go, let's go. 60 out block. Check nickel. Ready, go.
Back to throw now on first down. And that is incomplete here. So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. Now back to throw. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and it'll be 3rd down. And they're left looking at 3rd and 8 after the 2nd down pass play only went for 2. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. A good gain there on 3rd and 8 of 7 yards, and now a decision here on 4th and 1.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
Okay, so thought they might go for it here, down late. Instead, they trot out the field goal unit. And the 12-year veteran knocks it right through. And they will indeed get on the board here, but still trailing. It's now 13-3. So he missed his first attempt, remember, but this time he gets back on the bike and knocks it home.
Yeah, and sometimes that first one can really impact you moving forward. It can just stay with you too long and affect everything else you do during the game. In this case, though, able to shake it off. He's riding high again.
And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. So here are visitors to take over on offense. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. They'll keep it on the ground. Cole. And he got half of what he needed there, 2 yards, and it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more. Quick hitter here, it's complete. The completion there winds up a wash, and it'll bring up 4th down.
They dialed up the blitz on 3rd down, and your worry as a defense that they can hit you with a big play in that situation. Instead, the blitz pays off, able to rally to the football and make the play.
Averaging 50 yards a boot so far as this one's away. Call that a 46-yard punt with a net of 40 on the 6-yard return. And that will come the offense as they take over. Now this offense ready to head back out there. And this certainly confirms all the chatter, how big of a final weekend this is. For the moment, the 6th seed is theirs, but it'll take a victory to officially lock that down.
I hear the excitement in your voice about this.
Or nervousness, both ways.
Either way, but you know, I've never met a player who didn't go into a game with a little bit of nervousness and played well and didn't play well. Because look, if you go in without that edge, and to this game has an edge to it, doesn't it? Then you're really not going to perform that well.
Now a dump off here complete, and he'll get up to the 43-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. They'll set up to throw. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Back to throw here. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. A gain of 4 on the play, and it's a 2nd down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. 2nd and 6. Throwing the out route and complete. That's Bowen. This offense so far on 3rd down, they've converted 3 times in 8 chances. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. They'll look to throw here. Rush coming, and he's taken down. And you hate to say it with a rookie quarterback. He's done some good things, but overall, looked a little bit overwhelmed back there, hasn't he?
He certainly has. But in his defense, he hadn't had a lot of time to throw the football. You like the way I said that? In his defense.
In his defense. I got it.
You see what I did there?
Yeah, he needs better protection, that's for sure. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. He'll drop to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he takes it all the way down to the 3. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down.
They're still looking for their first touchdown of the game, and for a second, I thought they had it right there.
Looking on the sideline, it's finally good to see nods of approval. It's a welcome sign of life that this offense needed. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
What you got, Heavy? What you got? Go!
They run the counter. Parson, and that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play, and that'll bring up a 2nd and goal. Here's a 2nd and 7, and it's caught. Touchdown. A 7-yard touchdown grab as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. There was a lot of zip on that pass, and baseball might have called that a frozen rope.
I like it when you bring the diamond into the game. I'm going back to the gridiron. Had some heat on that bad boy. Sometimes you throw a touchdown pass, and sometimes
you throw, what, a touchdown strike?
There you go. That's my man, in concert.
Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all. Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. So here are visitors to take over on offense. They've been asleep for a little while on this side of the football, Charles, and the score is just a 1-score game now. Haven't had any points this half. What gives?
Let's go old school here. All right, let's get back to the basics. Get back to running the football, high percentage throws. Find the guys that eat pressure and make plays for you and make sure they touch it.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth. So it's our visitors with a football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
I'm coming after you. Ready, go.
On first down, Amos. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ballgame. So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here. And to give this time to the tailback. And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause in the action. A timeout here defensively. On 3rd down, Amos. And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. They're not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
It's a gain of a yard, and it's 3rd down.
They will take the knee here, and they will finish this regular season with a victory. And on now is the punter, as he's on for the 5th time here today. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. You're wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
So for our visitors, a final win here means they'll finish at 14-2. And now they'll have the week off as they get set to go after a Super Bowl title. Meanwhile, for the home team here, we'll have to see what happens as they're going to finish the year 10-6. And they'll get their shot at playoff football as they'll be on the road next week as a wild card. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.